this. Again, the idea here is that this is somewhat of a Bant Toolbox deck, a Bant Flicker deck that's using Wilderness Reclamation to make extra mana, to Cryptic Command lock your opponents, or to, like, you know, utilize your Eladamri's Call with a bunch of flash creatures with Restoration Angel, Venser, cards like that. And then you have infinite combo with Turn of Witness, Time Warp, Ephemerate. Don't think there's like really too much else beyond that, right? But I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not sure about the Soulherder. I think it's fine though. Playing against Kihira. Alright, I'll definitely keep this hand against Kihira. Tomorrow taking you to get ready. Alright, good luck, dude. Hopefully we can hang out, but obviously I understand if you're real busy. I'm gonna be real busy too, to be honest. The trophy race starting tomorrow. 1,000,000 channel points to unmod somebody. Choosing violence. I'll think about it. I think there's gonna be text coverage, which is less exciting than video coverage. Alright, basic planes. They're gonna Prismatic Ending my Abundant Growth? Deal. I feel like I've almost never seen that happen. Probably getting Hallowed Fountain here. I could get basic planes and then get Prairie Stream. Mana symbol, 19 months. Appreciate ya. Neat, take my money. Makes up for lucky top deck, stealing 8-0 clout. Oh, you were X1 at the time, right? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that matchup was probably slightly favorable for you. I'm not sure. You definitely had a sick run. Okay, so this is actually elementals. And they evoke Mulldrifter. Okay. So I guess I should probably minus with my Teferi immediately, since I imagine that if my opponent is so willing to... Oh no, if I minus the Teferi I have to discard. But I kind of think they have another Prismatic Ending. So let me just, I guess, not bounce the wall so I don't discard. Just draw a card. How many channel points for me to wear a GoPro and stream? 10 billion. A fair price. You ever just bounce the Wall of Omens, chat? You ever just bounce the Wall of Omens? Guess I'll Abundant Growth plus Prismatic Ending here. Why would they bounce the wall? Oh, there he comes. Yamnath is so scary. No fetch land at least. I guess that's something. Need to find like Solitude soon. Guess I'll play the wall, see what we draw. Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel, a card in the deck for sure. I think I'll just witness back the ending and pass. You had the option to and didn't, kind of makes sense too. Well, they should be able to infer I didn't because I didn't, like, I would have gone to discard, right? But I don't go to discard if they bounce the wall there. I think that's just kind of classic overthinking it. Alright, bolts the Teferi. They've got 5 cards left in their hand. I've got 7. Pretty good one. Pretty good one. I guess they do have the Cavern, though. Canister, thanks for the raid, dude. Playing a bit of a meme today, but I'm going to start the trophy race again tomorrow, so this is like kind of my last day to meme around a little bit. Hope you had a good stream, dude. Yeah, I don't think I just want to. I don't want to just jam the Prismatic Ending into all this open mana. I think I'll just pass. Next turn we can go like Teferi plus Prismatic Ending X equals 4 or something. Yeah. We're just worse than like the 4-color deck. But it's got some spice for sure. Calling this beauty a meme hurts. Well, that's kind of the problem though. Is like I do think that this deck is interesting, but when you compare it to like the Thieves list or Canisters list, it's probably not quite as good. But there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here, so I am like, I do just want to like play it through League finally. They're going for Kihira here. Guess it makes my Resto not a very good blocker. I guess I'll just Cryptic, counter draw, could counter tap. I guess gaining 7 is better than drawing a card here with all my cards in hand. I haven't cast a Cryptic Command in a long time. Doesn't necessarily feel all that good here. Saw the Boggles Hammerless, so I think about streaming it sometime. Nah. Maybe I should Deputy the Omnath and then hold up Ephemerate. Kihira's not an elemental. You can't cavern Kihira. It's probably fine. Can't we just Prismatic in the Omnath? We can, but then we don't get to Ephemerate this turn. Well, Ephemerate's not that good against the Teferi. Okay, Prismatic Ending the Teferi. I'm gonna find a Wilderness Reclamation. Can also block here. Probably not good to do because maybe they end up not playing another creature and I can Prismatic Ending and then attack the Omnath and then attack the Teferi. I'd say that that's probably pretty likely. Another Teferi. And they plus this one, okay. Does this exile my Deputy? That player controls. Okay, of course. Why would it? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, exile the Omnath. Deputy the Teferi, hold up Ephemerate. Hold on, I might not have another untapped white source. I should have figured this out first. Okay, I do. They know I have the Ephemerate, so I'm not spewing that much info. I'll block the Solitude, then Ephemerate it. Flamekin. For Risen Reef. 4 cards in hand still. Taps the Cavern for green. Looks like they had a backup Omnath. So they draw the Reef. Okay, if they hit a land off the Risen Reef, they get to kill my Teferi, which is obviously not ideal. So we're hoping they don't do that, I guess. They did. Okay, so they get to kill my Teferi. They also get 4 extra mana. They do have to use it now, though. I have a backup Teferi. These games are so freaking grindy. Right, so block. I think I get back Prismatic Ending. Definitely kind of close. Love to draw a Wilderness Reclamation to use all this extra mana. Okay, then we're just gonna go Prismatic Ending, the Risen Reef, Ephemerate, Eternal Witness, get back Cryptic, start to tap lock. Guess I can also get my Floodplain here. Feels similar list Lacanish always a day just without Omnath. This deck's very different. I've had this list. I mean, obviously, like, it is the same archetype. I think the 4-color list is obviously like good too. This is also like a deck playing Eladamri's Call, Wilderness Reclamation, a lot of Toolbox 2 targets. I would say it's very different, but they're like the same archetype. Guess I should fetch now. Sorry. Thought I still had priority. Yeah. Ephemerate the Flamekin. So I'll make sure to play my Teferi, I suppose. They reveal Fury. I'll try to play Teferi so that they don't get the rebound. Alright, let's play the Teferi first. Their last card is Solitude. Why are they waiting to cast this now? So they're drawing Fury, which is obviously a big problem here. But if I Restoration Angel my Deputy, I survive the Fury. Yeah, they can just double play. Venser doesn't really do much here. Solitude is really interesting. I guess I don't have another white card to pitch to go Solitude and Ephemerate the Solitude here. So they're going to go Fury, 3 damage, 1 damage. I have to resto the Deputy, re-get Teferi, and I can block here. Take 7, blocking the Harbinger with the Deputy, and then I can reassemble my Eternal Witness loop with my second Witness. What a difficult game 1. Like, kind of a brain grinder. Bit more difficult than I was hoping first game with the deck would be. Needed more of a warm-up. They also might kill Teferi, and then my life total gets to stay pretty high. After we save Deputy of Detention, next upkeep we can flash in Solitude, use Rebound, Ephemerate to trigger to Solitude. We can do that, yeah. That might be the line. Argument for returning Cryptic instead of Ephemerate. You basically always return Ephemerate first. I think we'd be in worse shape because they'd have a Teferi in play if we did that. I think killing my creatures is more relevant than targeting Teferi. Just attack me with Solitude. Or with Omnath. I'll take 4. And then we get the Ephemerate rebound, and I suppose we do Solitude here, right? Or is it better to... Yeah, it's probably better to do this than to try to Eternal Witness loop, because we could just, like, exile almost all their creatures or all their creatures. Enough of their creatures. Maybe we have to fade, like, 1 crazy draw step, but... It's not too bad, huh? Yeah, casual 46 life. Not too worried about it, though. Life totals aren't ever relevant in Magic. Never been part of a Magic game where a life total was relevant. Yeah, what a Commander game. Yeah, these matchups are always a huge headache, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at navigating them. Yeah, life total ain't nothing but a number. And what are numbers, right? Numbers are just like the metric that we use to quantify anything of relevance in our society, right? Numbers aren't important. Yeah, I feel like that attack is not very good. Alright, I got some life points to whittle down, huh? I feel like Nassif with my clock being at 16 minutes in game 1. I am not going to try to maximize value here. I'm just going to try to like win the game in the next couple minutes, I think. Floop, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate ya. They drew a Fury. Uncounterable. Thank you for the resub. Sorry, I feel like I really need to focus, so I'm going to time out. I know I have 15 minutes still on the clock, but if I go to game 3, if I don't just like end this as quickly as possible, timing out is... I feel pretty likely with my opponent being at so much life. Can't remember the last time I was like concerned about timing out. I will look at the resubs during sideboarding. They drew a land for turn. Let's get the Solitude in play. Down to 28. I think they drew Ending. Alright, they did to my next attack. They drew lands. Okay, they concede. Thank you, Fad, for the Twitch Prime. Floop, I think I got you. I guess I only missed one, I think. Yeah, Deputy is good against Urza Saga Token and Rhinos, which is why I've been liking Deputy a lot lately. Alright, so up a game against Elementals. I think I will bring in the Subtlety. Don't really have much of a sideboard for Elementals at the moment, though. The Vetoes might be okay. Is it fun to play? I don't know that I find like this particular matchup to be that fun. Let me cut the Deputy. I don't know that I find this matchup to be that fun, but I think in general I'd say this deck's fun. Alright, let's try this. I tried Esper Yorion. I mean, I don't need to try it to understand that the like adding Yorion to like a combo deck that really like needs a degree of consistency is unwise. I really am not of the opinion you should add Yorion to Reanimator. I think it's a really unwise deck building decision. I don't need to try it to understand that, I think. Okay, that's fine. We just Ice-Fang this turn, I think. Don't need to Prismatic Ending that anytime soon. Missing their third land. Let's go. So I might Eladamri's Call for Soulherder or Venser here. I'll leave up the Eladamri's Call. No, we lost playing to Lantern last league, which is abysmal matchup for sure. Let's get the Venser with my opponent missing these lands. I don't want to like just run into Solitude too. Okay, they're just gonna Ephemerate Endurance. 3 cards, get a 3/4. Deal. Maybe I should get the Soulherder now. No, I don't have a Glasspool Mimic in this deck. It's always an option with the Eladamri's Call package, though. Kind of surprised they brought in the Rest in Peace. I mean, I guess it like helps. Oh, awesome! That's a great pickup. Yeah, exactly. Like compared to Rhinos, like Rhinos gets to keep the exact same consistency in their combo deck, which you just don't get to as Reanimator. Absolutely, it's a big part of it. All right, I'm in no rush. I don't have a no swearing rule. Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's no swearing rule here. Okay, gonna keep this. Let's put back the Cryptic. Hopefully this is a matchup where Solitude Ephemerate is good. Basic Swamp. If I could instantly learn a new language, which one would I choose? I don't know. It'd be a good power to have. Maybe Japanese. English, perhaps. I guess I'm just gonna discard the Solitude. It's a pretty brutal Smallpox. Spanish. Yeah, Spanish would be somewhat nice. I don't know. I used to speak like better Spanish than I do now. Really out of practice. Banebot, appreciate you 2 months. Like I used to like work a lot. Like everybody in Texas used to work a lot of jobs with people who speak mostly Spanish, and I used to like at least be able to communicate. But it's been a long time. I think Esther speaks better Spanish than I do too. Why are so many people playing Auriok all of a sudden? I ran in leagues yesterday. The reality is Modern is just a really open format at the moment. You can kind of just play whatever you want and find success with it, in my experience. Cling to Dust by Solitude. They don't get to draw a card off of that. Seems like that was a mistake. Sims would be a useful language. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. How do they just there is like an actual Sims language, right? It's like a mixture of like a bunch of different languages. I think I watched like a YouTube video about it once. Can play any deck you want as long as it has 16 image 2 cards. Exaggeration. There's some truth to what you say though. You can play whatever you want as long as you're not having fun. How's that for a rule? You can play whatever you want in Modern as long as you don't have any fun, and you make sure that you complain about it too. As long as you make sure that whenever you sit down to play a match of Modern, whatever your current grievances are with the format, you type it into the chat, or you say it to your opponent, or you tag them in a tweet. Whatever your grievances are with the format, you gotta make sure that they know. Oh, dude, Second Saga's crazy top deck for them. I feel like that's the most important thing. The minions language from Despicable Me. Yeah. It's supposed to like kind of sound like language too. Not that I have done like any like extensive research on Despicable Me or anything like that. I don't know if you guys follow MTG Girl, the TikToker, but she's really freaking funny. She's like my favorite MTG like Twitter account. And she I can't remember exactly what it was, but she did like a top 5. She has like all these like goofy top 5 things, and like on one of them, like she's scrolling on her phone and she scrolls past like Google image results for sexy minions. She just like casually scrolls past like a whole page of sexy minion results. It's so free. Yeah, she's really, really funny. We're dead on board? No, we're not. We are not dead on board. Yeah, and then she recently did a Twitter poll for like what she should change her account to, because she didn't really like MTG Girl, and then Tolarian Community College said they should change it to Fart, and that got the most likes. So now she's MTG Fart, right? Yeah. This is why we like Deputy of Detention. Am I gonna go to 1? Probably just gonna chump block. Twitter, TikTok. She posts like most of her TikToks to Twitter. I'm not really. That's really where I see all of them. How salty do you think my opponent's gonna be at Deputy of Detention? No, they're not gonna be salty at all. I guess they're not gonna be salty. Damn it. Damn it. Not at all is the answer to that question. Solitude? Can't believe we lost a game to 8-rack. They drew pretty well, I will say. Sanctifier good? It's probably not that good. They've got a lot of sack effects. Probably trimming on Solitudes. We trim 1 Solitude, 1 Reclamation. Do you have a draw with the growth? There's nothing we could draw there. We can't draw a white card for Ephemerate and a Solitude. Does this deck have a good control matchup? Yeah, I'd say so. Any cheaper substitute for Vista and Endurance? Well, you can choose a different fetch land, like a blue fetch land. Prismatic is better, though. Dude, people hate losing to control. I feel like it's just been like every single day this week. We've had someone come in chat, like, asking, all right, how's the control matchup? I like this deck. Does it beat control? My LGS metagame is 99% blue-white control, and then me. Every single person at my LGS plays blue-white control, and I'm also there. I'm the only one battling for good decks. What can I play to just crush blue-white control every single time I play it? It's just been this week, last week. I get these comments constantly. My adjustment is really like 50% blue white. I believe it. I'm not judging the comments, but this is what we just keep getting. You know what I mean? It's like a concerning amount of comments like this. You know what I mean? It's like, are y'all okay? That brutality was pretty bad, huh? Is there a viable deck with a 90% win rate against blue-white? There is no real matchup in Modern has a 90% win rate against anything. That is not a thing in Modern at the moment. There is no 90-10 matchups. There are no 90-10 matchups. I guess we should just set up for the infinite combo, huh? Titan versus Enchantress. Who's the 90 and who's the 10? I have no idea. Battle of Wits versus Mill. I'm not even sure that's true. Maybe it is. That's probably true. Which deck this deck or Kiki Chord? I haven't played much of this deck. I think I like a lot of what this deck is doing. Like the Wilderness Reclamations are really exciting to me alongside Eladamri's Call. The Eternal Command loops seem really interesting to me. I don't know though. I haven't play tested enough, I think. They take the Time Warp. The 8-rack matchup seems pretty good. The rack, Shrieking Affliction, go. Yeah, I don't think belts like 90-10 matchups almost don't exist in competitive formats. Modern is like, you know, maybe the only format where it like ever exists in, but I don't think there are currently any. I don't. It's hard to even like think of too many examples. In fact, like good matchups in Modern are usually like 55-45 is like a very good matchup. In fact, I feel like Modern is in the point right now where like there's a ton of viable decks and like those like the percentage matchup spread in these matchups is like I feel like it's not even that common to see too many like 60-40 matchups, you know what I mean? All right, I guess I'll just sack this. Don't need to really make any decisions this game. Yeah, I feel like there's like aren't that many like 60-40 matchups. There just aren't really many like super polarized matchups in Modern these days. Alright, so you would have taken infinite turns. That's okay. I think I'm just gonna start bouncing their lands because I'm bored of this game. Grixis Rogues versus me. Too real. Yeah, Mono Blue Tron versus me. Alright, we're still playing. It's fine. Yeah, what about 8-rack versus draw a card tribal? Oh, I gotta discard a card here. That was their draw for the turn. Oh, dude, we bounced their lands to give them Raven's Crime fodder? Why are we still playing, opponent? Please. Please.
What's up?
You know
it's
I
me,
have
your
Time
friend
Warp in my hand.
Spike.
My LGS meta is 99% Butron. Can I please save you? I can't. That's the one thing I can't save you from. Alright, we'll just... I can bounce all their lands, but we'll just reduce their life total to 0. What's my win rate versus Tallowisp? So we're going to attack for more than 5 and go to game 3. Bounce the rack to save a trigger. Yeah, that was the real value. We're also ahead 4 minutes on the clock, by the way. Ahead 4 minutes on the clock. I don't think I want this Kataki. Nonsense, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you. Use the restroom real quick. Yeah, rest in peace to all the Twitch viewers who got a job, but I'm glad that you're still able to watch the stream. And then, yeah, of course, YouTube is there too. Why not play Uro and Bant Control? Uro? That's that like bulk mythic from Theros Beyond Death, right? Uro. Was it Titan of Nature's Wrath? Enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless it's escaped, which is a huge drawback to play a 3-mana creature and sacrifice it immediately. Enters the battlefield or attacks, and again, you're not attacking with it because you have to sacrifice it. You gain 3 life and then draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. So this is like a 3-mana sorcery speed growth spiral that like on turn 20 you get to escape. Pass, no thanks, not for me. I think I'm gonna mulligan his hand. Like, your opponent never, like, you never seen any graveyard hate over there? You're gonna be dead to Ragavan by the time you cast this card. I don't know, when you compare it to Kroxa, to modern staple, Kroxa deals damage! Kroxa makes you let's not pretend like you should ever play over Kroxa. Okay, I got a lot of lands, so this is not the end of the world here. Do I like Outland Liberator? It's no Kroxa. Yeah, it's a good card. Good card. Good 2 to target. Yeah, you also don't get to play Lurrus if you put Uro in your deck. Unlike Kroxa. If you play Kroxa, you do get to keep Lurrus. Urza's Saga, huh? What cards am I most excited to play with the new set? You can look at my Twitter. I posted a tier list of all the cards I think are neat. So I think this turn I'll put Yorion into my hand, and the next turn I can go bounce a token, ending a token. But we're probably not gonna be able. I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 deck lists done by tomorrow for Crimson Vow, and I don't think we're gonna be able to play any of them tomorrow. But I'll be going live at the end of downtime, and we're gonna be starting the new season's trophy race. I'm really excited. The next trophy race starts next season. What are the filter lands for? I mean, we're a Cryptic Command mostly. You consider them obsolete? No. Filter lands, I think it's kind of like this boomer attitude, to be honest, that like people have from like a long time ago, back when filter lands were not very common, that they are like just not good lands in Modern. But mana requirements in Modern have really changed. And there are a lot of cards like Archmage's Charm, Counterspell, this like Eternal Witnesses, double green. Like the filter lands really helps you cast a lot of spells in this deck. They're legend ruling Urborg. Wow. Oh no. Okay, so I can get Deputy of Detention here if I want. What's the first prize for the trophy race? So the only definite prizes, I'm commissioning physical trophies. I'm spending like 150, 200 bucks on each of them for first, second, and third place of the trophy race that I'll be engraving the winner's name onto, and shipping the trophy to those places. That being said, I want to do something else, but I don't want it to just be money, and I don't know what to do. Everything with tier 1, appreciate you. Like, I feel like I think I need to have like also like a punishment for me not getting first place. I don't know what it should be yet. Like maybe I burn the collage if I, you know, don't get first place. How about a 48-hour stream? Well, I mean, last trophy season I basically ended up doing that without needing to race. Okay, I'm going to bank here on drawing a land, and I'm going to counter draw this. Cool. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh, sorry. I can't cast Deputy. I was thinking for a second that I couldn't. Yeah, last trophy season I did like 4 12-hour streams in a row. It was really brutal. I can't do 48, I think. Commission arcade post for custom token of first, second, third. That could be cool, yeah. I don't know. I think punishment for not being one. It's more so like a motivator for me, right? It's more of like a motivator for me, rather than being like this. This like huge, you know, ha ha ha. You have to do this. It's mostly there just to motivate me, and it's also, of course, for some entertainment value. Pretty good. But I don't know what a good punishment. We did the 400 gifted subs last time. I want to make it something different. Just have the shrine up. It's right up here. Yeah. Bring back donut decks for a week. Oof. I'll shave my eyebrows. Yeah. It's kind of boring. I'll think about it. I really want to have, you know, the decision done tomorrow. Skydiving, yeah. Not the happy hob. Can't commit to skydiving, I think. So I guess I'll discard the ending, cast the resto, untap, and I can Yorion. Probably better to hold the Hallowed Fountain for the rack here. Love to draw something to do with my Wilderness Reclamation mana. Did not. Will Vegas get in the way of the race? Yeah, definitely. It's not great timing. This happened to me last season too. I was pretty ahead, and then I took a weekend off to do the Hunter Burton, and then Prince got like 6 trophies that weekend, and then I was like, we were neck and neck the rest of the season. Vegas is an open tournament. Top of their content creators featured them in your stream for an interview would be cool. I could do that. I also am a bit socially awkward, but we could maybe do that. So I can discard the Wall of Omens to try to play around like Thoughtseizing or Inquisition here, but I think I'll just keep it for the upside of drawing a bunch of cards. Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. I'm kind of surprised they have brought in Ensnaring Bridge, to be honest. Seems pretty beatable, huh? From the beginning of the trophy, X1 dropping. No, I think I'm gonna be 0-1 dropping and 2-2 dropping though, at least at the beginning. And then just like last season, we'll do kind of like different drop rates depending on how. Oh, I stacked my triggers wrong. How desperate we are. Yeah, of course I'm going to be bringing masks. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I did mean to flicker the Yorion again. But the good news is we can, I think, never ever lose this game under any circumstance. So we'll just ride that to victory, that fact. Opponent is a fighter, though. Opponent is confirmed fighter. I guess I will just flicker the... I can ephemerate the Yorion on the rebound rather than flicker it right now. So grab the Venser. Alright, 7 cards in hand. Your go. We're still playing, I guess. I suppose I'll just play the Solitude, pad my life total. Okay, they conceded. But a punishment would keep a fire under my ass so I can actually win, because I want to win. I like to compete. I mean, the trophy is a big reward, right? The trophy is a really... I would love to have the trophy. It would be really cool. And so, if I can't think of a good punishment, then... I'll just go for the trophy, right? But I feel like we can do something cool too. The punishment is I have to make merch. I have to get a merch line out and promote it every stream. Please no, please no. Does trophy get international shipping? Yeah. Yeah, I actually have to get the P.O. box open. No, no. Give myself a loser trophy. So if I'm not first, second, or third, I have to do the loser trophy. It's kind of a cop-out because I feel like I can get top 3 pretty easy. Or not pretty easy, it would be grueling, but it's doable, you know. Easy is exaggeration. A week full of Dono Leagues? I'll be rich but miserable. Dark Souls no hit stream? Well, then that's just something I would love to do. is like commit to a Dark Souls no hit run. Oh no! The natural progression for this channel, huh? How this deck used to run before Solitude? I mean, this version is pretty new with Solitude. I haven't played this version without. Oh, yeah, my punishment for losing the bet is I have to make Pioneer popular again. So the goal is gonna, is that it? Did we figure it out? I have to be able to get 1,000 people in the Pioneer League at the same time through hype alone. I have to use my influence to get at one time 1,000 current members in the Pioneer League. That would be pretty funny. Alright, I could put Yorion on my hand. I think I'll just Abundant Growth instead. Yeah, but how could it might be impossible though. Like, you know what I mean? I might just be forever a Pioneer streamer. I think Dark Souls or Sekiro was more difficult. Sekiro I had a much harder time with. It'd be pretty funny. I also feel like I couldn't do it though. If I can't make people play Demi-Lich and Phoenix, if I can't use my influence to just have Phoenix players keep Demi-Lich in the deck, I don't think I can make people play Pioneer. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I couldn't get burn players to play Luris. I can't get reanimated players to not put Yorion in their deck. Can this deck ever be Tron? We got a Subtlety in the sideboard. We got a Venser in the main deck. No, we can't beat Tron. Please don't. Pioneer sucks. I've heard some good things about it lately. We have 1,000 viewers. We just need everyone to play. Every one of the 1K Andes, viewers to play Pioneer. Rita's playing Junsack. Awesome. It's pretty cool. You can't make. I know I can't. I can't make anybody do anything. Nobody listens to me. They just project what they think I'm saying onto my face, and go from there. Well, that's a kind of a sicko draw, huh? Let's do this main phase so they can't break it up with a lightning bolt. Get rid of both the mages. I think Aspiring Spike actually does like my pet card. Yeah, I've heard good things about Pioneer lately. I'm mostly just memeing on it. It's just like, I actually think I would probably have some fun playing Pioneer. I have heard good things about it lately. But that being said, it would be really unpopular for me to stream it. Oh, they could. I didn't. I just cast the Solitude with so much confidence that they didn't double dart. This used to be a Pioneer stream, if anybody remembers that. One match on Arena. Okay, what if I have to beg for a preview card if I lose? I have to actually like desperately tweet every season, please give me a preview card, and then I have to make one tired meme about not getting a preview card too. That could be the punishment. One tired meme. Oh, I didn't get a preview card, but they got a preview card. It's not fair. Why is Historic so popular if Pioneer's bad? The two formats are really, really different, but and one is like the Arena is the reason, is the difference, right? But the two formats are drastically different. It's just apples to oranges at this point. Pretending like those two formats are like even close to the same thing anymore, just I don't think makes any sense to me. Their paths have long since split. Make one rant on YouTube where I complain for 10 minutes. A preview card on the next unset, maybe. Hopefully, at least Modern Horizons 3, huh? If you lose, I have to send Sheldon a video begging for him to unban Golas. Well, that one would be pretty easy to fulfill. I've got plenty of drafts already saved. I think the real hard thing with that punishment would be choosing which video to send him. Sunny Boy? Okay, I'll keep it in mind, no beats. Modern Horizons 3 will have more companions. It'll have companion with the partner mechanic. You can have two companions at the same time. They'll be like partners with Lurrus. Partners with Lurrus. If this card's also your companion, you can have non-land permanents with mana value 3 as well in your deck. But it costs you two it costs you 2 sideboard slots. So a total of 3 with Lurrus, so it's balanced. Wizards, if you're listening, write that down. 80 cards, by the way. I was just playing a story. I'll think about it. Alright, can't. I think I'll just get the plains here. Cast the Ice-Fang next turn. Is Abundant Harvest not modern playable at all, or have there not been a deck viable for it? Mono Green Eldrazi, alright. Was a great Abundant Harvest deck. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, there aren't a ton of great homes for it. There are some, I think. There are some. Okay, let's main phase this in case we draw Prismatic Ending. No, but I am happy to draw the land. For Color Plates Harvest, is it? I know that it sometimes does. I didn't know that it was like super stock. I haven't been tuning in the canister in the morning lately. And they have a Soulscar Mage. Yeah, canister decides what's stock. Kind of insolent of me to suggest otherwise, huh? I think I'm just going to Solitude Resto immediately. So get rid of the Soulscar Mage and then the Channeler because I don't want them to get to smooth out their draws and get out of this. Even if the Channeler is like kind of awkward against the Resto. The other creatures just don't really do anything. Think about what do you pull from Mobash to fit a new Chandra? I've built the deck. I'll be posting it tomorrow or Thursday whenever I play it. I've got the deck built though. Tune in. But there was definitely some fat to trim. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure of like if I definitely have the best build. Like I've been kind of like thinking about I built an Obosh version. I might be changing it to play no companion, or at the very least what I'm struggling with is the fact that the Cascade matchups, or at least Rhino seems like a really bad matchup if you don't play some even spells in your sideboard, but maybe that's okay. Maybe just like against Rhinos you lose the companion. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. Alright, so I'll probably hold up Endurance to stop Lurrus for this turn. We're also playing for 5-0 with the Fiddlebender deck. I am liking it. The combos seem like a good upgrade for the archetype. Raz didn't show much in the challenge results last weekend. Yeah. I think disrespecting Rhinos for a deck like that, though, is kind of tough. Because the matchup's like really bad without sideboard cards. But maybe you're right. Like, even with sideboard cards, the matchup's like not that good at probably. Jade Avenger tattoo. Might get that anyways. Swift Spear in the yard. No attacks for them, or at least no good attacks. I guess I'll Ephemerate my Endurance. I could Ephemerate the Resto, gain an extra life like I did in the end of turn there, but I think I'm at 32. I probably should just attack. Put Eclipse into their graveyard. Drew a second copy of Abundant Growth. Legally changed my name to Spike. That's an option. Alright, yeah. 3 Abundant Growths in a row is pretty good when we still have access to Yorion, huh? Kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so what's this about a mullet? I grow a mullet if I lose the trophy race. So what qualifies a mullet? Wait, this is game 2, sorry. I thought they were main decking Wear Tear. How long is legally a mullet? Business, yeah, once we have the party in the back. No qualifications, only mullet. Yeah, I know what a mullet looks like. I'm just saying it's like how long does it have to be considered a mullet? Enough to party, okay? I kind of like this one. It's like funny, it's fun. I could pull off a mullet, let's be real. I'm kind of into it, yeah. I think that this might be it. I saw that Michael was like seconding the idea. But whose idea was it? Grow a saffron olive link beard. I feel like mullet's like way funnier. It's also kind of like the opposite of Hob, who shaved his head when he lost the bet. So I get to grow the hair, which I kind of think is a good, you know, subversion of the genre, huh? Why is my opponent still playing? What is going on? I'm 5 minutes ahead on the clock. Woo! I'm 5 minutes ahead on the clock. Yeah, is Esther, are you free to talk about the mullet? A week of Karth decks. I feel like I like the mullet suggestion. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think this is the play. It's funny, it is fun, it's, you know... I'm into it, I think. Alright, that's enough for them. Yeah, it's free. I'm spending all this money on the trophies. Apparently, I'm committed to international shipping, too. Yeah, and then I might end up just, like, rocking it and end up keeping it, too. Will I lose on purpose to grow the mullet? Find out. Yeah, it'll be the source of all my power. I like it. I think it's a good suggestion. I'll think about it, but I think this is what I'm going to do. It kind of feels like exactly what I was looking for. The payoff won't be for a couple months. Yeah, then people will like. It's good because people will keep tuning into the stream to see the mullet grow, right? And then it's just content every single day. I feel like it's not a punishment you want to avoid. I mean, I don't want a mullet. I guess I kind of have to. I guess I have to say that I'm not in favor of growing a mullet. Esther's probably not in favor of it either. But I think it's just crazy enough to work. And the stash? Okay, so when the mullet's grown, then we also do the mustache. Yeah. I'll have to like go out into public with the mullet. My friends will make fun of me because I have a mullet, you know. It's gonna be a constant thing. Yeah. Then I have to be a Texan with a mullet, and then people make all these assumptions about me. A permed mullet? Okay, whatever. I don't know what that is. I'll commit to it though. Okay, what if I dye it too? Blonde? I could dye it like real blonde. Alright, blue source to be able to Cryptic Delurus would be really nice. Jet black. Oh yeah, I could look just like the Tiger King. Blue source Cryptic. Oh my gosh. Jeez, this is nuts. Yeah, of all the times for Esther to not be in the chat, this is, you know, she might regret it. Simpsons yellow. Spin a wheel for a color. You could do that, yeah. I feel like bleached mullet is kind of like, that's like a real punishment, right? Mutton chops? I'll think about it. I think we're getting warmer for sure. Right. Green source? Yeah. Asking for a little too much now, maybe. Alright, I should have auto-yielded like 1,000 turns ago. But this game seems pretty over, huh? Oh, they also could have Lava Darted my Ice-Fang. That's the second time they've messed up with Lava Dart. I forgot about it too. Yeah, if you just cast it confidently into the dart, it'll resolve. Just cast it confidently into the dart and it'll resolve. I think this deck is better than the Team Erect deck I've played. This is only like the first league with it. But it has felt pretty good so far. I guess I'll block the Ice-Fang. And then they'll try to kill it. Or maybe they'll kill it first and get to Resto. The Island Boy here? Oh no. How does Gensack fare against Crash Gate? It's not a very good matchup. Not a very good matchup. Is this basically a 2021 iteration of Turtle Command deck with Rack is better Vial? Yeah, that's kind of the idea. That is the idea. But it says GG unlucky. What's the is it Trash Command? Is that the what was it? The new copy pasta? Living meme VIP status. It's okay if you don't want it, but I offer you VIP for being a good sport. Playing against Luris, I guess Deputy's good if this is Hammer, but if they're Hammer, we have Solitude anyways. Deputy's bad if they're like Red Black or Gen Saga. I guess it's okay against Gen Saga. The last comment was I'll be back. They may not have heard me. May not have heard me. For being a good sport. Well, they're not a good sport in the... They're not a good sport in the games, but they are a good sport here in the chat. Feels bad. Give them the VIP status anyways. Okay, I think we'll do it. Living memes get VIP'd. I think a basic island here. What is VIP status? It just gives you like a nice little badge that says VIP. Gives you unlimited clout. Takes the Yorion. They're missing land drops. Let's main phase this. If I'm gonna give second shot VIP, you need to give it to Starfall. Starfall's gotta be VIP. Starfall, Starfall definitely has to be VIP. Juju Bean is VIP too, right? I haven't seen Starfall in the chat in a long time. Probably scared him off, huh? Okay, so I think I'll play Teferi and Plus to play around discard spells. They don't have Delirium for Unholy Heat. I get to bounce that. I'd like to draw some spells. Guess I deserve that. Let's hold the Flooded Strand for Kroxa. I guess I should maybe play it because of Turok. It's kind of close. Which time is the season start tomorrow? It's like 2 or 3 p.m. CST, like around the time the stream usually ends. Right. They didn't play the Voidwalker first, which is probably a mistake. Sit up in the chair a little bit with that one. I think I get Teferi. Bounce the Voidwalker. Since the Voidwalker stops my Eternal Witness Ephemerate loop. Should I recommend Grixis dressed on Shadow Red Black Rock? I think I would prefer Red Black at the moment, but I played Grixis yesterday. It felt pretty good too. Both are, I would recommend either. Just I think Red Black is a little better right now because it has a better matchup against Blue White and Omnath. Yeah, and this Teferi should have been exiled. Do they have Turok? They do. Ugh. Card is such a beating. We do win if we draw Ephemerate though, because we have Time Warp in the graveyard. Okay, can't Turok this. Pass back. Still not playing the Voidwalker first. Not playing it at all, so they have Kolaghan's Command. Protection from white! Yikes. Not a bad draw, though. You can only exile your opponent's permanents with Deputy. It's not like Fiend Hunter. Just get Murktide or Grixis Death Shadow. I'd probably play Grixis, to be honest, but it's close. So we know they have Voidwalker in their hand. They're not going to commit the Solitude into it. Take it back, I guess. They are going to commit the Solitude into it. Or the Voidwalker into it. Yeah, this is good for me. Got some top decks here, although not that one. So they can put me to 1 with the Den of the Bugbear. Dead to Lightning Bolt is the last card. Played the land there because of Kroxa. Not sure if I have outs though. That's not it. Should you sideboard Turok and Shadow? It's definitely something to consider. Definitely something to consider. Seems like a good sideboard plan to me. Let's submit this. No, I don't like subtlety against them. Cryptic isn't out to tap their stuff. You're probably overthinking it. It's just like a fine card in these grindy mid-range matchups. But yeah, it is also that. No Veils at all? Yeah, people... I really dislike playing Veil of Summer in these decks unless you really feel like your control matchups are terrible. But these decks are already so grindy that... And like your sideboard is already taxed a lot being a Yorion deck. It's like you really need to devote your sideboard cards, in my opinion, to more linear matchups. I really don't like mulliganing in this matchup. This hand's pretty bad against turn 1 Ragavan, though. It's just like your sideboard's taxed because you're a Yorion deck. You, I think, have you really need sideboard cards for more linear matchups. Your deck is already so grindy. Even though Veil of Summer is a really good card, I don't think it's good to play in the sideboard. Well, you only play 1 Auriok Champion? Yeah, and I have 4 Eladamri's called. I can tutor them up. Oh, sorry, you're saying that because yeah, I only play one. Sorry, I know I had it in both games against you. Too free for the bean. Kinda can never beat a Turok. Yeah, I got Endurance and Ice-Fang against Turok at least, but yeah, card seems really hard to beat. That's just like, Turok is just really hard to beat for these decks. That's, you know, part of the reason why I top 8'd over the weekend. And it's also why I think Red-Black is the top, or the #1 deck that I'm considering for Vegas right now. I haven't seen you cast an Eladamri's Call. I've cast a couple, but yeah, we have kind of been drawing our tutor targets a lot. We're actually kind of in the same spot we were last game, just Time Warp Yorion in hand. Do you like the new counter spell that counters spells that are not cast from hand? That card is a fine sideboard card. You might see it replace Flusterstorm in some decks. You might not as well. I'm not sure yet. Definitely feels like a playable card. Shocking kind of implies Cryptic Command. So I think I like Shock plus Pass. Origin Spellbomb? What does Origin Spellbomb do? Discard 2 lands, please. Hell yeah. Awesome. Too free for the beam. Huh. Should probably just cast Yorion here. If I still had another land, I would probably Time Warp into Abundant Growth plus Yorion. Makes a body and cycles. Makes an artifact creature too. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's probably like a little too dirtily. Warp the upside drawing a land is too big. I think you're wrong. The upside of drawing a land is I get to draw an extra card, but also the Time Warp is like potentially a ton of extra damage too. And also like the downside of like, I don't know. Think you've had to deal with the constant Christian I've decided how much to talk about my challenge win as if I weren't me. Yeah, that seems pretty tough. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Because your modern wrap-up weak guy character is just a totally separate entity. Yeah, it's probably harder than anything I've done. When do you have to submit your deck for Vegas? Good question. I've been burned before, so you think that I would... No, I would be looking this up. Okay, red-black is cracked, huh? Dude, Turok's just so freaking good in these matchups. Okay, let's keep this. I don't think there's a downside to warping first. Well, the Time Warp is more powerful if we hold it for a turn, but maybe I shouldn't warp. Maybe I'm just wrong. Could definitely see that being the case. Yeah, it's not a GP, it's Channel Fireball's hosting it, but it's basically the same style of event. You have to register before the 19th, okay. Remind me. I'll probably play red-black, but it's still up in the air. We'll figure it out. Let's Prismatic Ending this. I don't want them to Thoughtseize me and take my Cryptic or something. Put it on my calendar. Yes, my calendar. my calendar that I have and use. That's where I'll put it. Do you think Yorio Ephemerate decks would be popular in Vegas? I would say somewhat popular, yeah. I would say that they are definitely a deck to be mindful of. And you guys could put on your calendar that I'm going to be putting it on my calendar. Yeah, it is really weird that they're doing Flesh and Blood coverage and not Magic coverage. I don't know why that's the case. I wish I had answers. Which arc is better, tuning exams or Sasuke retrieval? I would say tuning exams. Sasuke retrieval arc is pretty repetitive because they just have like... It's like the same, like, yeah, got Choji versus that. They just like pair up the Guineans against the random Sound Village people. And also like the Sasuke retrieval arc makes no sense because you just have like, you only have Guineans in the village. That's the only time in the whole series that, oops, we only have Guineans. Those are the only people still in the village. I guess you guys have to go. It's just like so transparently like for the plot. Do you have a business agreement with Flesh and Blood? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't sit in on the meetings. I just make the content. So, like, Naruto's world building is good? I would say it's kind of like... It's not, right? Like, there's so many flaws in the world building, but there's a lot that's, like, really unique and cool about it and, like, very flavorful. And in fact, I would say like the foundation of the world building they did was like some of the best I've ever seen. Like some of like the early world building for Naruto is really good. But then there's like a lot of retcons and like character decisions that make no sense that are really bad. And that's why I'm just like, that's why we nitpick it so much. It's because there's a lot to like and there's a lot to like that is really good and there's a lot that's really bad. It makes no sense. I think bluffing Ice-Fang has some value here. Isn't WotC still in the do what local regulations allow? They don't want person coverage for events. Yeah, that might be the case, right? Like people have speculated that WotC doesn't want coverage for these big events. I don't know how WotC has any control over that. Like, I don't know how they are allowed to just say, you're hosting this event and you can't do coverage. I guess it's because it's their game. That would make sense. Yeah, maybe. A lot of people have speculated that, but as far as I know, that's not confirmed to be the case or anything. It's just all speculation. I don't have any more answers than you guys do. You can't make money from the coverage. Yes, you can. You definitely can. Like, you make money. You make money from advertising, right? That will eventually translates into money down the line. But yeah, you definitely make money from coverage. You get like Channel Fireball or Star City. They just get to run commercials the whole time and make money from that. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, they definitely have a reason. Like, the Channel Fireball and CFB people, they're not dumb. They're some of like the most enfranchised members of the community. They definitely have a reason why they're not doing coverage. I just don't know what that reason is. There's a lot of speculation. A lot of people are really disappointed about it, myself included. And good to see Turok seeing a lot of love. But just nobody knows for sure, right? Nobody knows for sure. What's up? COVID? I mean, COVID is not the reason to not do coverage. In fact, it's also like they are doing coverage for Flesh and Blood, you know. Okay, let's keep the Cryptic. I don't think I want the Prismatic Ending. Do I want to attack and just tap draw? I don't think so. I think Jace has a spot in Blue-White Stoneblade? Maybe. I've been liking Jace more. It's better with Solitude than it was before Solitude too. Can I Castle and then Cryptic? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can. How's it compared to previous Bant? It's all pretty good. I think that it's probably not as good as like kind of the stock 4-color decks, but it's pretty cool. And there's like a lot of ideas here that I'm really interested in here. Castle's putting in work. So we currently have good blocks here, here, here. Got 2 cards in their hand. Imagine playing around Terminate. I feel like them having Terminate doesn't make a ton of sense either. Yeah, we bought on 2 lands, draw 2 lands, but you know, we're doing okay. I get to scry before I draw off the Ice-Fang too, which is kind of nice. Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. They don't want to be associated with the blowback. I'm saying COVID is overdone with. Okay, they're not saying that with this event. And it's no secret that they're hosting the Vegas event. Them doing coverage would not be any different from, you know what I mean? Oh, like, let's secretly host this Vegas event, and then, you know, they can get to pretend like COVID isn't over and done with. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, college is kind of scary here. Another secret GP, yeah. Bottom 2 more lands. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna flicker the Yorion here and scry in the upkeep too. Is Wall of Omens worth drawing? I don't get to flicker it, so I think I'll just bottom. Pretty good one. Treading water, staying alive. Wait, are we just dead to the equip? No, I can Solitude my own Yorion. Yeah, I go to 1. Yes, we block with Ice-Fang. Take 8, gain 4 off the Solitude. You can't block with Yorion. Yeah, no, I'm going to exile the Yorion with Solitude. Block with Ice-Fang. Go to 1. Yeah, taking 1 for the team. And then I get to attack for 6 and gain 6, which is pretty good. They still have the Turok though, because they have a first strike, which is not ideal. So yeah, so if they just equip the Batter Skull, we're dead. Yeah, this is just 2 matches in a row. This is 2 matches in a row we just can't beat Turok, which is, I think, a really good sign for the metagame as a whole. That Turok is able to like answer these 3 and 4 color piles But it's not a great sign for us winning this match, huh? Yeah, just super underplayed. Venser off the top beats Turok. I didn't have a draw, I was just dead right there. One reason Temur might be better? Yeah, it's true. Turok is like, it's still good in the matchup just being a 3-for-1, but yeah. Yeah. I probably need to just upkeep Castle there. Yeah, should I don't... I wonder if I should have the 4th Turok in the sideboard of red-black. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it is the best card. Yeah, it's also the 4-drop for sure. Let's keep this. Yeah, 3 is probably the better number. Subtlety Turok. They just put it on top, though. I mean, sometimes you can ephemerate it, too. That's obviously the thing, right? It's not just that it's a 4/3 pro white that can grow. It's also that it comes down and it makes you discard 2 cards, too. Just so much value. Yeah, Subtlety has to counter it. It's not ideal. Voidwalker, okay. Cast this so they can't search for Turok. I think I'm gonna get Eternal Witness here. And then witness back the Prismatic Ending. How does Schoolika rank on my Dark Souls streamer by skill? I mean, School is really good. I don't usually watch him that much, to be honest, but I also don't like to really rank him by skill either. He's very good. The School is good. I feel like just the no damage runs are just personally a little less interesting than the no hit runs. I feel like a removal spell seems pretty likely here. So I think playing the Soulherder is probably not super wise. Attacks the Voidwalker. Yeah, in the no damage runs, you can't take fall damage, which is like a huge part of like a lot of the strats. There's a few other like differences, but that's the main one. So I think I'm just gonna grab Solitude and just main phase before they can get value off the Voidwalker. The next turn I can Soulherder plus put Yorion into my hand. Okay, that's fine. You go Soulherder, Yorion into the hand. Exile the Germ token, 2 counters on the Soulherder. Still super dead to Turok. Thoughtseize, takes Yorion. 1 card left in hand. Okay, it's not that big a deal. They have no cards left. Our top decks are definitely on average better than our opponents. Although Misty Rainforest, definitely not a good top deck. And they can put Battle Skull back in their hand and replay it, so game's definitely not over. But I feel like we're ahead here. Okay, replays Batter Skull. Good clean magic. Yikes. No castles either this game. We bought him so many lands with castles last game. Simon, why did you make them top deck season? Simon, they drew 2 season Pyromancers! Simon says they're guaranteed to draw seasons by the Mancer. Their hand was 2. Yikes. Oh boy. Should you play a copy of Nexus? I have a Time Warp that goes infinite with Eternal Witness, Ephemerate, so I think it's a bit better to play that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to thin. I think my life total is too relevant. That'll do, hopefully. I have 0 manlands. I have Castle Vantress instead of manlands. Wait, they're not putting Cauldron in play? I guess they're playing around Cryptic Command. Tight play, honestly. Really tight play by them. Will they play around Restoration Angel? They will not. So I think we go... Oh, whoops. Exile the Cauldron token. Block here, gain 3, take 4. If their last card's removal spell, we'll probably lose. Well, may this be a lesson in declaring that you have better top decks than your opponent. May this be a lesson in declaring that you have better top decks than your opponent. Okay. So this is going to be the end of today's stream, ending a little bit early because we're going to be going really, really hard for the next couple months with the trophy race starting tomorrow. So the stream is going to be starting around this time tomorrow because there's Magic Online maintenance. We'll be starting the new trophy race, new bet, and then probably starting playing Crimson Vow Brews on Thursday, unless we get lucky and can get a hold of some cards on Wednesday tomorrow. So, I've been Aspiring Spike. I might have a...